Hello and welcome back to Discraft's 30th CCR Open, fueled by Great Lakes Discs. We're heading into the back nine today. I'm here with Alex. How you doing today, bud?
Doing good, man. I'm glad to be here. We get to watch some good golf on the front nine. Excited to see some even better golf on the back nine.
All right, I'd like to take the time to thank our sponsors.
First and foremost, the park staff here at Birchfield is top notch. They keep this grass cut. They try to trim things as quick as possible. And big thanks to Discraft Disc Golf as well as Great Lakes Disc. You can check out greatlakesdisc.com. They'll get you hooked up with whatever you need. You can use promo code CCR for 10% off at checkout.
Yeah, huge selection there at Great Lakes. We're both team members. Coming out of the back nine there, it was getting pretty heated. The scores were pretty close, so let's take a look at those.
Yeah, things were coming in really close between second and seventh, only a two-stroke. And then Shelly May able to be 3 down after 9. Only 2 players under par after the front 9. It's just mean this back nine's really going to heat up, and there's going to be some good shots.
Yeah, stick around with us and watch this action.
All right, here we are at hole 10, 297 feet. It's going to have OB on the right-hand side all the way down that road. This basket's pretty approachable for the right-hand hyzer, right-hand forehand, left-hand hyzer, or a left-hand forehand. You just don't want to pull it over too far right and take the OB early.
Yeah, and like you said about the rough, it's punishing as well at almost like OB. So you want to stay on the short grass here.
Looks like Shelly took the straight approach. A little early release, going to be on the left-hand side. Should give her about 80-foot approach there.
Lindsay taking a straight route in. Yeah, it stays a little right, but she'll have a look at the putt there.
Chantel going for a flex up the middle. Looks like that turned over. Whew. That tree may have saved it from going out of bounds. That wind really got a hold of it.
Vanessa, I would suspect, is going to throw a spike hyzer here. A low hyzer.
Get around. Looks like she got caught up in those trees, but still gave herself just outside circle 1 putt.
Chantel having to play around this grouping of trees.
Shelly May fortunate enough not to go in that left side. It's not OB, but it's really hard to approach the basket if you're in there.
Yeah, definitely get cut off once you get over there. Just flicking one up there is Lindsay.
Looks like Vanessa's about 36 feet, just outside circle 1 and a little right.
Oh, good comeback there. Those are important to get.
Super important. Those 10 to 15 footers, you need them every time.
Yes, sir. Big money.
Wise man once said, every putt counts.
Well, thanks for saying that, Alex.
You're welcome.
All right, tapping all the rest of these in.
Another nice little form check right there on Lindsay. I do like the shoes. I like the bright color with the pink accent.
Yeah, pretty fly. All right, take a look at hole 11 here. It's kind of the theme of this course is, position trees throughout the fairways. This one plays long downhill. Kind of a strategic play again. You got to position yourself correctly to kind of set yourself up for the next shot. Being a par 4, you got a couple shots down this hill into the opening. Is there any OB on the left or right here?
Yep, there's OB all along the left-hand side and the right-hand side, and this actually plays as a par 5 for the ladies.
Okay.
Shelly May first on the box. She's putting that red disc to work. Either all her discs are red or that's her workhorse.
Yeah, that could be her preferred color. That's nice and bright, but that might just be her go-to. Lindsay getting one up a little right. Looks like she got hit by that tree.
You can hear that wind picking up.
Chantel throwing one a little higher.
Well, that needs to get down.
It's got some flight time to come back.
I believe she's just over that OB line. We'll get a better look here in a second.
Vanessa playing it downhill pretty good. It's important to match the grade of the fairway. And this hole is pretty downhill off the start here.
Lindsay with a nice little low shoot the gap shot right there.
Shelly May just throwing one forward.
If it holds the turn, oh, that should be okay. Should be able to get up and down.
Didn't move very far.
That gets to flip up and around the trees. Oh, she's down there, about a 200, 180 approach.
Kind of showing how out of position on this hole can really cost you. That was a good upshot by Lindsay.
Vanessa giving this a spicy straight run. Tree knocked it down just outside the circle.
Chantal will have a putt from there, a little bit outside circle one, I believe.
Good little approach if it sits. This is another one of those baskets that's on a little bit of a hill. I've seen some bad rollaways from should be parked 20, 30 feet away.
Wow.
Oh, just not enough on that putt. Yeah, she looked like she was almost 50 feet still.
Looks like Vanessa just circles edge, maybe outside by a couple feet.
And finishing up with a bogey there, Chantal.
Bogey's still not a bad score on this hole. It is playing slightly over par by about 0.2 strokes, so it's right there in the middle.
Yeah, it's definitely a difficult hole with that. You play a lot of long downhill with the trees position. It definitely challenges the players.
Chantel getting that whip.
She's got some power, that's for sure.
Now we're going to be coming into hole 12. It's a par 3, 269 feet. Basket's up tucked on these little rocks and behind a tree. And it is a little tricky to get all the way down there and miss these trees that are guarding about 40, 50 feet short of the basket.
Yeah, you can have a great shot coming in and not get anywhere near the basket.
Mama. Oh, Mama.
Oh, Shelly May coming up a little low right there in the middle of that grassy island. And now there is an OB line that runs all along the right-hand side, and there is an OB fence on the far left-hand side. But Lindsay's showing you how to do it. Just hit that middle gap, give yourself a look.
Yeah. What OB?
Vanessa showing you that trees are 90% air and mostly in your mind.
Chantal putting a good move on this one.
Chantel button up against the trees. She's putting the hands down, hoping it doesn't roll.
Yeah, I believe it. Sit. Shelly May just trying to get one up there.
Lindsay with the look at 2 comes up just a little short. It's slightly intimidating with that all open behind the basket look. It's a tricky shot.
Definitely. Looks like she's got a little picture frame shot here. Trees kind of forced her a little bit there.
It's a fun putt, though.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't mind when it's framed up like that.
Thank you.
Chantel showing you how to play the hole with perfection. Vanessa right there.
Yep, should have had 3 birdies there, but you know, we got to tap in pars.
Oh yeah.
You know, move on, right?
Yep, you just can't think about the last putt. Lindsay shakes it off, takes her par. On to the next one.
Yeah, Shelly May carding the bogey there, unfortunately. All right, that brings us to hole 13, par 4, 414. A little bit of OB here on the sand traps. The key is to get up to this opening and give yourself a shot into a neat little green area. I believe there's a little OB moon shaped here behind the basket. Adds a little challenge to the when you get up there on the green making your putt.
If that and it keeps that approach shot a little timid, so they end up coming up short.
True, it does have an effect on the shot.
Oh yeah. Great shot. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Chantel pushing the corner perfectly.
Go 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 go.
A little inside here, it looks like.
Little inside's okay. You just don't want to be long into that rough.
Yeah. You really cut off your angle of the basket at that point in time, too.
Needs to get down. Oh, gonna be hanging right there with Lindsay.
It'll be interesting to see if they go with forehands from these positions.
Shelly May, great forehand. I believe she has a ultimate frisbee background, so that forehand should just comes natural for her.
Yeah, it looks pretty smooth. She takes her time, and her form is like almost like a robotic smoothness.
Yep.
Shelly May with the approach coming up a little right.
Yeah, here's a putt where that OB back there really comes into play.
Yeah, it's not too often players go in there. It's more of a mental thing to know that it's there, and then you hit the rocks, but you're still in bounds.
Yeah, like you said, it makes the player timid on the putt. And Chantel, from a good angle, picks up the birdie. It's a little more comfortable from that side.
Nice and easy. Looks like Lindsay was still in bounds. She was just right up against the rock. Saves the par.
And Vanessa carding a birdie. She played that pretty well. She kind of played it right to the middle and then right up to the basket. It's always nice to have that tap-in birdie.
Coming back to the fun shoes.
Oh, holding a pose for us that time.
All right, coming into hole 14. This is about 246 feet with a little bit of a knoll the basket's on. It really plays close to about 260, 275 because you have a little bit of a window to hit because of the overhanging trees. Looks like Vanessa's going with a meteor.
Yeah, full turn here.
Hold that turn, hit the hill. Great shot. You may also see players take a right hyzer line down the hillside.
That's what it looked like she's lining up for. Oh, more of a straight play.
I thought she was lining that hyzer up.
That might have been an early release there. Oh, Lindsay getting a little wide.
That was the hyzer play, I thought. A little bit more height, and he should be able to skip right up there.
And Shelly May lining up the forehand.
Good release, good spin, good skip, good roll.
Yeah.
How's
Good.
picture perfect?
Good everything there, yeah.
Chantel has a little bit of a low ceiling right here. It's going to be hard to push that putt for bird.
Oh, she sent it.
Full Cinzies.
Lindsay's got a little to work with off the edge here. And she just plays one up there.
Nice. Vanessa with about a 28-footer just inside circle one. Beautiful putt, dead center in the basket.
Carding the birdie, little bump off of the basket.
And a little bit of a body English thank you to the basket on that one.
Definitely. She's counting her lucky stars there. And Lindsay will come up and tap in for her par. You know, Vanessa played that pretty well. You know, as a righty playing without the forehand, that meteor shot was a great play.
Now, Vanessa does have a pretty smooth forehand. I'm kind of surprised she went with the meteor on that one. I kind of figured she would lay the forehand there, but she's just more comfortable with the meteor.
Yeah. All right. Taking a look at hole 15, par 3, 265. A nice little birdie opportunity, but we got some danger with these OB sand traps.
Vanessa taking the wide hyzer, giving it an ace run. Woo.
Yeah, that's what you want. Looks like she might be on her way to another birdie there.
And you're going to notice this basket's kind of like of a peninsula with Swiss cheese holes of OB all in the middle of it. You got OB left, OB right, and then 3 sand traps that are there just to ruin your day.
Just to ruin your day.
Chantel pushing it high. It needs to get down. Oh, looks like she's going to the beach.
I like how you put that, Alex.
Lindsay following the vapor trails. Oh, I think that tree saved her. I think she might have got some sand otherwise.
I'm surprised they don't play these like hazards, you know.
It's been talked about because hole 17, spoiler alert, plays as hazard. Fantastic par save.
2-shot par. And Lindsay carding her par. You can see those flags whipping, dealing with the wind.
I think that wind's getting a little bit in Shelly May's head. She's wanting to take a little extra time just to make sure.
The flag on the basket doesn't seem to be moving as much, but the banner's in the background for sure.
I don't know, that flag's blown over pretty hard. It's a little crooked looking if you ask me.
Just stuck. All right, look at the form there on Vanessa.
Coming into hole 16, 289 feet of fun and trees. Now there's no major OB on this hole, but on the right and left hand side of the fairway is all natural OB.
Yeah, very punishing hole if you're not up there on the green.
Great tree kick from Vanessa. It's a tight gap right off this tee pad, about 30 feet, and in about 12 to 15 feet wide. It's a little scary.
I like this hole. I scored pretty well on it.
Yeah, it's tricky for a lefty.
Yeah, pretty much straight mid is what I go with.
Chantel needs some flip here.
Asking for it to move right.
Hey, a little bit of tree
Yeah,
love and push a little right.
she's got a manageable putt. Lindsay laying into one here.
Great shot.
Yeah. CTP on the card.
Just outside of bullseye. Chantel's got about a 40-footer here. I think that's been her miss all round. It's just a little too much over the baskets. I'm not sure if her air is thinner here than in Canada, but she's been going a little over the basket a lot.
Eh?
Shelly May carding the bird. Puts her at 5 down. That's a fantastic round she has going. Yeah, she has very minimal bogey strokes, and it's paying out.
Yeah, definitely the way that you want to shape out your round. And Chantal picking up her par. Lindsay for the birdie. Whew. Yeah, a little pushback off those chains, huh?
Yeah, that was dead center pole, and it was almost like, no, not today.
Yeah, Michigan's got a lot of new baskets out here. Heavy chains are not really beat up yet. So
these are 3 levels of chain.
Yeah, and they're pretty fresh. You see the nickel still on them. All right, hole 17 here. Everybody wants to birdie this. Cool little island green. Got to make it inside those posts, and a little bit of an elevated basket to deal with once you get there.
This hole also plays hazard. If you are not in the island, you're going to be playing from your disc with a stroke penalty.
It's better than what it used to be. You had to re-tee until you were on the green. Oh, got to get there. Just knocked down early.
Vanessa throwing a good forehand in there, giving the basket a run. I believe she hit the steps right there.
Oh, this looks a little chopped right.
A little bit inside. That's going to be in the hazard, but she's going to have a look about C1 for the par save.
Lindsay just laying one up there.
Great bid from Chantel there. Just came up a little right.
Shelly May for yet another birdie to get her to 6 under.
Putting a heater on.
Lindsay carding the bogey, unfortunately.
Vanessa taking the nice tap-in bird. Chantel cleaning up the bogey. It hurts 180 feet, but whew, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, it's a fun little hole. I like how it is set up.
So now we're coming into hole 18, 399 feet. Fun little tunnel shot out into this open field. And we have one of the more picturesque baskets here on the course. I would say this could be like the feature hole of the course.
Yeah, definitely the fountain basket. Everybody knows it that's been to this course. The camera's not doing justice on how steep this downhill is off the tee.
Yeah, you're coming straight down. It's about a 25-foot drop off.
Yeah, Vanessa lining up to go over the top. This is it's a risky play, but it can reward you if you do it right here. We'll see what she does.
Now there is a sand OB and lines OB over there, so you really got to keep this turn.
Oh, sky roll.
Look at that bounce out of the sand.
Vital play. Lindsay going a little more traditional right down the gut.
Looks like she almost took the camera guy's head off.
Chantel sending one down the middle.
Great shot from Chantel. Should have an easy up and down there. The biggest thing here is when you get this approach shot, you do not want to push it too long. There is a road OB, and then it makes you timid, and you come up 25, 30 feet short.
Definitely, yeah. And with the elevated basket, it's a challenge, too. You get up there, and you still got a putt to deal with. So.
Sit down.
little bit of a roll off that rock. Nice. Shelly May should have a nice drop in right there.
Chantel with a bid. Just a bit short there.
She's hanging out in the water. That is not OB water. That is just casual fountain water. Brought to you by the lovely people at Birchfield.
Lindsay with a little work here to save her par.
There you go. Way to finish strong. Keeping it even on the round. Fantastic score.
Yeah, you're happy with that. And Shelly May to finish out a great round here.
Shelly May cleaning up the par. Chantel taking a little walk to the fountain.
Don't get your shoes wet.
Yeah, it's a tricky stance right there. Good cleanup right there.
All right, that's the end of the back nine there. Look back here at the form check on Chantel.
And we saw some really good golf there. Shelly May lighting it up, staying out there 6 down with a 3-stroke lead going into round 2. But not too far behind is the good old VVD Vanessa at neg 3. Michigan's Amanda Melkwicki at neg 2. And then I believe California's Lauren Butler. I know she's a Millennium sponsored player and tie-dye professional.
Yeah, I got the chance to meet her a couple weekends back there. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing her play next round.
Yeah, it looks like we got River's Edge coming up next. Now, this is a course that's going to have lots of trees. Should be able to make things interesting, and I'm excited to get it going.
All right, tune in for that second round coverage on the Riverside. It's going to be some good action. I'm looking forward to being back with Alex. Any last comments here, bud?
That's it, man. I'm ready to get into the woods.
All right, tune in next time. Great. Nate Davis Disc Golf.